that actually brings us to another topic that we wanted to discuss. And it's the most privileged person probably on the face of this planet right now. The guy who's estimated to be worth $1 billion. So LeBron James says that black men, women, and children are afraid for their lives the moment they walk out of their homes.
You know what's even funnier than that ridiculous statement is the fact that isn't he the one that comes out reading an intellectually written book every few days?
Yeah, like the Malcolm X book.
There's like I think 3 or 4 different occasions where he came out reading some like cultural whatever type of book. But if you actually look at it, every time he's like he comes out with these books, he's always on page like 4 or 5.
Because he's pretending that he's actually reading these books. That's why every time the media catches him with a book in his hand that he's trying to make a photo op out of, he's always at the very front of the book.
I kind of just started a couple days ago.
But yet he always has a different book. It's like, when did you get time to finish?
Yeah, like check this out. This is him being asked if what he thinks of the Malcolm X book.
So you're holding the autobiography of Malcolm X along with Alex Haley. I don't know how far you are into the book, but what's your biggest takeaway so far?
I kind of just started a couple days ago, but I've read and a lot of notes over the years. It's my first time actually reading it from start to finish. But just a very, very smart man, very, very, very smart man, and basically his words in the '60s and what was going on. Is actually what's going on today, still. Him understanding how powerful the Negro can be. He used that word a lot. How powerful we are, but we have to unite, and we have to be together. We have to stand strong because there's always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be things that's going to be thrown at us where they try to weaken us. They try to make us feel like we're not kings and queens, and it's going to come from all, different races and different shapes and sizes and things of that nature, and just a very powerful-minded gentleman, and it's unbelievable to kind of read something that's coming directly from him. Just hate. Wish I had an opportunity to meet him, obviously.
And it's hilarious because all of his answers, you can just tell it's like when you're at school and your teacher asks you to summarize the book. So Salisha, summarize the book for me. I thought the author was very well educated and he wrote the book in such a manner to pinpoint all of the issues that
deep.
we have.
He said,
he was deep.
Smart.
And he did a good job just talking and writing, and the dude knew what he was talking about.
And you can tell he didn't know what he was talking about because he
No
started
clue.
saying stuff like, Malcolm X said how we were gods. And
I know, we was kings.
What? It's like, bro, Malcolm X was a Muslim. Where did he say we were kings and we were like...
No, never, no. That's so wrong.
Yeah.
And
I bet you half of these people don't even know that Malcolm X was actually a devoted Muslim.
And very conservative.
Yeah, and he thought, what did he think
It
of
is
liberals?
usually if you study the structure of the Negro community, economically, politically, civically, psychologically, and otherwise, it's controlled by the white liberal.
Today, I am proud to endorse Joe Biden for President of the United States.
Who usually poses as the friend of the Negro.
I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Who actually differs from the white conservative in the same way that the fox differs from the wolf. Our people are sick, plus we do a lot of cutting and shooting of each other, though we profess to be nonviolent.
Look at it like you got black people killing each other every day, actually outnumbering the deaths of the police versus, urban people.
You're right.
It's actually internal.
But when it involves something that primarily will affect the best interests of black people, and black people only, then that white liberal is present. I'm suspicious of whites who join Negroes and always have to be in the lead, who always have to be the head, who always have to be at the top in Negro organizations. But don't join the organization and then get at the head of it and pose as a friend of Negroes.
I think that today you could point to a large number of Negro leaders who have consistently betrayed Negroes in a whole host of areas.
They aren't really Negro leaders. These are puppets that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals. These are parrots that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals. You can't name me a Negro leader who has betrayed Negroes, who has not been endorsed, sanctioned, subsidized, and supported by the white liberals.
If they knew what he actually thought, I don't think they would be parading his book around as much as they are, right? And he'd be part of cancel culture too.
Yeah, promoting the liberal party while talking about Malcolm X.
Yeah, it's like,
even though Malcolm X said they were like the worst thing in America to like stay away from the liberal party.
It's
and
just
that all they do is use black folks
for their vote, because they know that black people, Joe Biden said it, all of them vote as they vote together. So 80% of black people vote the exact same way.